Michelle Minx, and today we're going to be doing a big hair tutorial. The products we're going to be using to make our hair extra big are Kevin Murphy Damage Manager, Sexy Hair Root Pump, Gotta Be rockin'it Dry Shampoo, Big Sexy Hair Spray and Play. So the first step, you're going to want to blow dry your hair upside down to get it maximum body and fullness. So what we're going to do is put root pump all the way through from our mids to halfway down and blow dry our hair upside down. So you're just going to need about half a tennis ball size, and you're going to pop it through like this. Then you're going to want to pop your damage manager through your mids and ends, just so that the heat doesn't do any damage. So you want to use a medium heat to dry your hair upside down, like this. Just want to focus on those roots first to make sure that they're getting the maximum dryness before you style the ends. Once those roots are about 90% dry, you're then going to take a large round brush and smooth it out. What I like to do is start with the front first, because that's the bit that we'll be seeing the most of. Then you want to go through and work your way up from bottom to top, smoothing out those ends so they're ready to be styled. Do you reckon I need to redo any of those bits? Is that okay? Once your hair's 100% dry, then we're going to move on to the next step, which is actually creating our curls. You'll need a hair straightening iron. I like to use the wide plate Cloud 9 because I've got thick hair. It's just a lot easier and manageable. You're also going to need a sectioning clip. What I first like to do is separate it into two halves. We're going to start on our left side today, and I like to part more on the left. You're going to clip about 2/3 of the hair away, and we're just going to start on this bottom section. Start with sections about 1 inch wide. Wrap the straightener around at the root and twist. So it should look like that. You're going to want to move it down the hair shaft slowly so that the temperature gets in there and actually seals it in so it's hot enough to create the style. Sometimes I like to put this hair in my mouth. It's probably not very hygienic, but tends to help. Usually I spend about 8 minutes on each layer, and I do 3 layers on each side of the head. Next we're going to move on to the middle layer. So you're still going to leave some up on the top. So again, take about a half of what's left up there, and just repeat that process. I like to work from the back through to the front. Now when we get to the top section, I like to do the fringe first. That way we can frame the face and make all the other layers match in. So take out probably that first third of what's left, and we're just going to work on that section first. So I like to take it in smaller sections, and exactly the same sort of thing, except you're kind of pulling it out to the sides as you move away. Kind of like 70s Farrah Fawcett flicks. Then we're going to work our way from the front all the way through to the back, just doing exactly the same thing that you've done before. And slowly making sure you catch all the ends. So now we've completely finished that one side of the hair, it's time to work on the other. I always find that when I'm being filmed, it turns out a lot greater. So we're just going to want to completely repeat that process, starting at the bottom again and working your way up, keeping those sections small and making sure that it matches. So you want to try and keep it at the same angle that you're using on the other side. Sometimes if I'm being lazy, it comes out looking exactly different. You don't want it to look like that. So now we're just down to the last little part. With the back, it's important that you get the curl all the way from the top to the bottom of the hair, because the hair's not as long and you want to keep it nice and bouncy. Then when you're finished, you want to break up those curls and add some extra volume and height. The bigger the better. What I like to do is go through and spray from about inches. I should probably say inches because I'm in America, shouldn't I? 8 inches away from the head. Just spray those roots so it gives a bit of, like, it just mattifies the roots so you've got more kind of texture so you can tease. You don't want to hold it too close, otherwise you'll end up with a Lily Monster strip in your hair. Then get your teasing brush, go through and just tease each section. I just like to do it around the face and then at the back of the head as well. Just make sure you want to get it up near the crown as well, because that gives the illusion of bigger hair. Then once it's done, you want to mess it up because you don't want it to look too pretty and perfect, because it's about big volume and texture. And then give it a spray with your hairspray. And now you look like you could have been on an episode of Dallas. That's it. Thanks for watching our big hair tutorial. So you can like and follow us on Facebook and Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and add us on Pinterest. Is that what you do on Pinterest? If I have to say that whole thing again, I really do.